Hey everybody, it's Margaret again. We just went over the boxes that my daughter and I use for our paper and cardstock and envelopes. And I wanted to show you what was in my main scrap area, which is my desk. I already kind of showed you underneath here a few things that I don't know what to do with, but I'm going to get that stuff organized at some point. But right now the chair hides it. This is my dad's old desk. It's kind of beat up at the bottom. Mother always told me not to slam the vacuum cleaner into it. But anyway, it's really old and I love it. It's perfect because it matches my main room in here. I'm in the living room and it kind of keeps my stuff hidden. So there's my ATG, and I keep my heat tool plugged in. My sweetheart of a hubby bought me almost all of this stuff for my birthday present last year in November. He's amazing. But anyway, tons of Distress inks. Those are stacks of 2 and 3. I have every color that I really could use except for a yellow. I don't have a yellow, but I love these. They're so fun. And a bunch of those Perfect Pearls, and I've got some chalks back there. These are just the things that I didn't want to just dump into a deep drawer and get lost. A few little wooden stamps. I really don't use that many wooden stamps, but I like these. And then Mark and my daughter bought a few of them for me. Mostly I use acrylic, but these are all really cute. This is a nice little background stamp I have. I use this on a lot. A few little things I've just been practicing, just in case I might want to use it on something. And I practice different effects. I was using some Perfect Pearls with a waterproof ink with that to get different effects. That was pretty fun. And lots of Ziplocs because I have my little cutout die cut flowers that I've done with my silhouette over there. Things that I might use. I don't have a system or a box for that anyway. That's just things I might put on some project at some point. But anyway, just all of these little things, all the little felts and sponge applicators for my ink applicator and whatnot. So this is just all of the things I could use right there in the front of my desk. And then this drawer, my color wheel, I have the 2 sticky mats that came with the silhouette cutter over there. And I keep them on top so they don't get bent. And underneath just a few of my manuals that I refer to a lot, just sheets for my Big Bite and whatnot. There's my little Cricut trimmer, and I keep it under there so I can easily get to what I need to. This is just pictures, tons of pictures in there, and some of them are in envelopes and some are not. The bottom drawer has a double. Love this one because I have all of these came from Walmart, and they're kind of like envelopes. They're like manila folders, but they have sides in them to keep stuff from falling out. So I'm trying to organize photos that I'm going to use on projects in those by different categories. And then down here, baby wipes is essential. And then extra trash bags to go in my little trash can so we can keep it tidy. Just all kinds of miscellaneous construction paper and stuff. Messiness right there. So there's that. Need to put my ATG back up. But see, it's really nice having that so handy. And I really like having, even though the cord's hanging out here, I really like having the heat gun plugged up. That's really handy. This was where I started off with all of my inks originally. And now I've got stickles and glitter glues and a few of the Ranger acrylic paint dabbers. And that's one of those Cat's Eye 9 packs. Or some Martha Stewart inks, perfect medium. Sponges, by the way, if you like to edge the paper with different colors or do any kind of a sponging makeup, wedges, cheap and really easy to use. Love that. I'm a fool for the dollar section at Michael's. These are different color flocking and glitters. Just, that is so fun to have. I have several of those. And then these are all my stamping blocks. There's a big one back in there somewhere, but just miscellaneous little things. Felt, under there a lot of felt I use. And then the little, in the dollar section also, they have these little individual stamps, or you know what I'm saying, ink pads. So there's that. And then my Versamark, and then the Archival that I use a lot, that's just the waterproof black, and there's a pretty copper. So those are just essentials that you can get to, but especially those makeup wedges. They're so fun to use. Love them. This used to have a lot more in it until I got my handy dandy carousel organized. And I also had a huge laptop carrier that was sitting right there. And I've emptied it, so everything is now on my desk. And in here are the few punches that I have. I have these on my desk, which are just my main bigger circles and the scallop circles. And I'm gonna eventually have a curtain rod right here on the end. This will fit perfectly right there. So I'm gonna put a little, and they'll all be able to line up. And those are the main sizes that I will use. So that way they won't even be visible from the front door. They're just gonna be right there. Then these are my the edger punches and adhesives. Again, very handy to be able to get to all of this. And the things I don't use so often, like some of the little different scissors and envelope opener and the inky roller. And there's a nice little distressing block that's well loved. Glue dots, because they're just easy to stick in there. They're in boxes. And some of the smaller punches. So that's really nice to have a space for everything that you can just get to it. I mean, if you have a desk like this you can use, it's awesome. This is my junk drawer right now. I've got a light box in here. These are so cool. I got these at the dollar section at Target. I'm kind of a dummy for the dollar section at Target. And I bought like, I think 4 or 5 of these. And I was like, you know what? I might use them for embellishments. I got home and I was like, you know what? I'm going to use these for my Cuttlebug folders. So these are my embossing folders. I have one for seasonal and birthday. And then I have one for everything else. And yeah, it holds everything. So I have 2. Those are later going to go in a book like that, but a smaller one. So, and then here are my plates. But all of that's going to go in one little pretty decorative book. Like I said, just like that. It's going to look really cute and be very accessible. So there's my desk. And I'm going to stop here. And then I'm going to go into these 2 decorative books. And that box right there. And it's going to be so fun. So just come back in a second.